Next, we have item number 5, a resolution authorizing membership in the African American Males Association in the amount of $5,000. The monies for this is available in account number 001-01-05-470-00-10-000. May I get a motion for approval, Councilman Doucette?
So moved.
May I get a second, Mayor Pro Tem?
Second.
It's been moved and second that we would approve PR number 23519. We're ready for question. Councilman Doucette?
Yes. It says here it's for the membership in the African American Mayors Association, an amount of $5,000. I can understand the request. Anybody made the request, but what I got concerned with is when given account number, and money available for that particular thing. I don't know what the account is. I failed to mention this one, but just in remarks to the membership, you can't belong to everything, and you want to join the mayor, the African Americans Association. We need to start addressing our attentions and to these streets, these water bills, and these sewage problems, and all of this other stuff. And we need to get training and stuff. But asking citizens to pay for organization fees, I think that's a little bit far-fetched, and that's just my side.
Okay. Councilwoman Becker?
Yes, this amount, $5,000. First of all, I'd like to know how long is the membership for, and what does this $5,000 cover? I mean, is that just for a membership, or does it cover training, seminars, travel to different things? I'd just like to know what that money is going towards.
You have the information, Council.
Council just covers membership to the organization, and then if you got to travel, we've got to pay that out of the travel budget.
And how long is that membership good for?
For you, from
today, if we approve it?
I could double check that, though. I could double check that. Let me see.
And that's just for the membership?
Yes, it is for the membership. Where is it? 1819. Where is it, Val?
May I expound on that?
I get
City Manager.
Sure.
It's based on city size, as all of the organizations are, and there is because of our size, cities our size, Mayor, the membership is $5,000 because we are over 50,000 residents.
Okay, I have a comment.
Councilman Lewis?
It's interesting. We have our budget runs about $195 million. Of that $195 million, $19 million is property taxes. Now, I have a serious problem with someone that wants the taxpayers to spend $5,000 for them to join an organization, and he don't pay a dime in property taxes, not one dime. I went to the courthouse again today, pulled his name up. What properties he are paying taxes on? Zero, on no property. I wanted to make sure. I pulled mine up by name, pulled others up by name. All the property that they pay taxes on came up. The chairman put his name back. I said, run his name again. He don't own a piece of property. He don't pay a dime in property taxes. And we all struggle with property taxes. He don't pay a dime. Not one dime. Now he wants the taxpayers to pick up $5,000 bill so he can go have a good time. He's going to go early, get a per diem, and they're going to stay late, get an additional per diem. I cannot support this. And I will not support it.
Okay, Mayor Pro Tem?
I'm sorry, I didn't see the other two lights on. I should have looked. I was about to call for a vote. Nothing.
Okay. Councilman, you said you had something?
Yes. I just want to also remind council when we approve these things, it's just like when we approved the mayor being a candidate for NLC committees. With that comes other responsibilities like attending the meetings, you know, and that falls in that other cost because, you know, why say, Mayor, yes, we support you for doing this, and he says, well, I got to go to a meeting. What you going to say? Well, you can't go to the meeting. Well, why you want to say you can't go to the meeting? Well, this the same thing here. If we approve this, not only are we approving for this membership fee, but there's going to be times when they say there's a meeting of the African-American mayors, and if our mayor says I request to go, make it if this council turn around and say, well, you can't go to a meeting, well, the question should have been, why did you approve me being on it? So we have to understand, although he's saying $5,000, it's going to cost you more than that if we approve it. And I just want to make sure we understand everything that when we vote on this. That's all. Thank you, man.
Okay. Councilman Frank?
Why are we ashamed of being black? Why? Oh yeah, you can say what you want. You can go and all you want to do. But this is a predominantly African-American council. This is a predominantly African-American city. And so now you have an African-American mayor who wants to be a part of an organization that is nationally African-American. Everybody can belong to everything else. Why can't the African-American mayor of a predominantly African-American city be a part of the Black Mayors Association in the United States? And I saw my beloved council person back there go, oh, it's a black thing. No, it's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. But blacks have specific issues that need to be addressed. There are problems in our community that need to be addressed, and we are an advocate for those issues. And if you're not at the table, you are on the menu. We need to let's be honest about it. Let's stop nickel and diming it. Let's address the issues that need to be addressed. You got 6 black faces sitting up here, and you don't want your black mayor to be a part of the Black Mayors Association of the United States of America?
I didn't say that.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking to you.
I'm gonna give you a chance to.
Talking to us.
Oh.
Talking to us as a council. Talking to us as a people. Talking to us. There are issues. And we are supposed to be the advocate for those issues. The issues for our children's education. That we live in the great state of Texas, where we got a $30 billion surplus, but our children are undereducated. You don't think that needs to be advocated? Water in African American communities. We got the poorest infrastructure, poorest water. Jackson, Mississippi, Detroit, no water, predominantly black cities. How does that happen? Because we don't advocate. And you're going to sit up here and what? Because what? It's $5,000? Stop poor mouthing. Stop acting as though it's coming out of your pocket. If you want to do something, let's get Motiva to pay for it. Let's get Chevron to pay for it. Somebody ought to pay for it. We're breathing the air. They're killing us. And you can say what you want to say, but I'm voting for it. And I implore every black face at least to vote for it on this council.
Councilman Lewis?
Councilman Frank?
No, don't address me.
Well,
Just address
a
the
pastor.
date.
Okay, all right. Okay, okay. I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to remind.
Just make your statement, Councilman.
I'm going to make my statement.
Just make your statement, please.
And I really don't, when I did my nomination, I really don't appreciate your profanity on a black candidate, okay, that I nominated. Your profanity, a pastor. You cussing me out.
No,
now,
Councilman Lewis.
No, hold on. I'm going to say.
Councilman Lewis.
Now.
No, hold up. Stop.
All
Councilman,
right.
Point of order.
All right. Now,
Point of order.
Let's speak about the black.
Point of order to both of you.
All right, okay.
Just a minute.
I got the flow.
But no, I have that.
All right. Okay, let me finish.
No. Neither one of you
That's right.
No.
need to be speaking right now. Just a minute. Now, I recognize you because your light came on. I thought you had some. We are at the question portion of a motion.
I have a brief comment. That's
Go
all.
right
and I'm
ahead,
through
sir.
with it. Everybody up here that looks black, not necessarily black, okay? Now, let me say something. If you're so proud, why did you vote against the school district named Thurgood Marshal? You voted against.
Point of order.
Point of order.
voted against.
Point of order.
Thurgood Marshal.
Please address
voted
my
against-
Point of
point
order,
is that
point
we
of
are
order.
off topic.
Point of
So
order.
proud of being black. You voted against
Point of order. Point of order.
Memorial High being Thurgood Marshal.
We don't bring stuff back to senses.
You did.
No,
You did.
Don't.
Now, you very proud.
Mayor, can we
Councilman
please take a
Lewis.
recess?
Councilman
Can we please
Lewis.
take a recess? Or we vote. Please, can we take a recess?
No,
or we vote?
well, it's 9 o'clock,
He voted
and we
against
can vote.
Thurgood- voted against
But just a
Thurgood
minute, I have Councilman Doucette.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You know, we talked about this, but that's okay. It's going to be addressed the next meeting. And we're going to start censoring because this is ridiculous. But my comment is simply this in reference to Councilman, what was said earlier. You know, this is not a black or white issue. This is about you asking for taxpayers' money. When a comment is made that we act like it's our money, we better be acting like it's our money because that's what they elect us to do, to have a fiduciary responsibility, not just bless it because we think it's right. No, you're right. I act like it's my money because I manage my money. And when I make a decision up here, it's never going to be about race, ethnic group, religion, or creed. I'm talking about taxpayers' money. I respect every councilman's view on this council, but when you make a statement, I'm acting like my money, I won't let everybody know I am. Because that's what you elected me to do. Make sure your money is spent right. And when we're doing that, we're not pole-mouthing. We're just managing. So, you know, I don't want to get in debate, and I'm not saying how we feel, but let's not talk about other votes or how we other feel. You know, let's just say what we have to say and move on and stay on the topic. You know, when you're getting off the topic is when we get all this back and forth and stuff. And, you know, there's going to be action taken because we're not going to set for this. You know, we set the rule. We talked about it in the beginning. And we get to this, and the mayor is saying point of order. And if you don't respect it, then you need to be checked. And that's what we're going to start addressing. This is embarrassing.
Councilman Frank.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
This is just a resolution to see if you're going to vote for someone to be in an organization, and that's what the topic and the conversation needs to be about. You know, I
My
know.
conversation wasn't about that.
Well, no, I'm saying that I think that we're venturing into some.
No, they go.
I just want you to stick with the subject. That's
okay.
my thing. That you can. I'm not trying to stop anyone's comments, but let's just
It's okay with
Okay,
me.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Councilman Frank.
That's okay, Mayor. I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'd like to say something as a point of clarification. In every facet of governance, particularly in municipal government, in municipalities, there is an organization for mayors, and it is a culture for mayors. Now, in that culture, there are subcultures. Each individual who is a mayor in any one of the 19,000 plus cities, villages, tribes in the United States of America is a part of the mayoral culture. And according to that individual's ethnicity, that individual becomes a part of a subculture, or that person's gender allows that individual to become a part of a subculture. Even in 2023, according to their sexual identity, they become a part of a subculture. By the grace of God, in 1954, I was born colored. I later became Negro. And later I became black or African American, which places me in the subculture of African Americans in the United States of America. But because I am also a part of the main or the big culture, which is the mayoral culture in America, it permits and allows me to become a member of what is called the African American Mayors Association. In each subculture that a mayor or a mayoral individual in America belongs to, there are certain idiosyncrasies, there are certain or specific peculiarities that actually align itself with that individual's being. My being African American, I align with the African American subculture. It was stated that I would just go and have a good time. Well, I don't think there's anywhere that anyone has ever gone somewhere outside of even their home that they did not enjoy themselves. Yet, when there is the opportunity to take care of business, I believe those individuals take care of business. You have an opportunity to multitask each and every day. So I'm not going to say wherever the meeting is, I am not going to have a good time, just like any of you who would be listening or who are present in here. Now, the next thing is being a part of the subculture. There are certain instances where African American mayors are dealt with differently than others. If I would be a mayor that would be a part of the LGBTQ diaspora, I would be a part of that group. If I would be a female, I would be a part of that group. If I would be Hispanic, I would be a part of that group. If I were Asian, I would also be a part of that group. The subcultures are a part of the mayoral experience in the United States of America. Now, with that in mind, I'm in a city that has, for the past 3 times or 3 different occasions elected an African American as a mayor.
Yes.
Maybe the 2 previous persons. Beg your pardon?
Mayor, I'd like to say something if you have a moment. Can I say something? I
Yes.
would like to, on all these ordinances and resolutions, we talk about following Robert's Rules of Order. We have a question on the table with each item on the agenda. And I would just caution the council on any item, not just this, to stick to what the main motion question is, because we're elaborating on things, and we're going out. We're not kinda. I say kinda all the time, but this isn't kinda. We're going into so many other areas on all of the ordinances and all of the resolutions. I would advise you to stick with the main motion and deal with just that issue.
I was only trying
That's
to
just my
answer
advice.
what questions I heard brought up during the question part of
And
this
then
motion.
from here on out on everything, let's just stick with the
And-
main motion.
And what I want everyone to understand, contrary to maybe what someone may think, feel, or even believe, being a part of the African American Mayors Association that represents over 500 cities in the United States of America that have African American men and women as mayors, it is an embarrassment to be from a city like Port Arthur and to be the mayor, and for it to be known that the persons whom I represent don't think it's necessary to be a part of that organization. Someone was just saying about making a mistake. Well, I guess I'm the first one who's asked to do it. But someone else is going to come behind me who's going to look like me. And someone is going to come behind them would probably look like me. When are you going to stop? When are you going to realize that we are this city that should be a part of this organization? And the question was, why is the money this amount? I think I did give the city manager the breakdown. It's just like the other organizations that you belong to. According to the population of your city is what your yearly dues would be. That is why it's $5,000. To even answer, yes, there was another meeting that happens. If you can recall, the first meeting I paid my own way. Last year I went, the city did something. No, wait a minute. And I brought back some monies because of the networking that I could do and had another group to pay the registration. And the city did not have to pay the registration. So all I'm saying is, I'm not up here trying to misuse taxpayers' monies. I'm here trying to see if I can enhance what is due the city of Port Arthur by networking with persons from around this country, from around these United States of America. Please, Port Arthur, don't take steps backwards. Some of this, and I'm going off script right now, attorney, it's against Thurman Bartie. That's all it is. It's not against anything else but Thurman Bartie. You all heard it, and it doesn't even bother me. And you know why it doesn't bother me? Because the God I serve has already told me that no weapon formed against me is going to prosper. My prayer to him before I came in here was, God, let your will be done with this situation. Now, evidently, it's not his will that you pay for this for me to go. But just like I did it before, I'm going to go. And whatever I could bring back to help my city, I will bring it back. And my colleagues who are up here, who would think different or who may decide that they could vote against this because Thurman wants to go, I would beg you to rethink your positioning on it, because I'm not trying to misuse, abuse, or anything else that would be in the negative to the city or to any citizen in Port Arthur. And it's one thing I'm not going to dignify is what my colleague said about owning property. I don't have to have any property in my name. And I wish that he would have the intelligence to understand and know that. And I thank God. You better thank God that he changed me, babe, because, boy, I would do you something. Okay, call for the vote. No, matter of fact.
Mayor, let's go ahead and stay within Robert's rules. Let's just stay within Robert's rules, please.
The vote was called for.
You called the question, City Secretary. City Secretary, if you can please call the question, call the vote, call the roll call vote, ma'am.
Councilmember Beckham?
No.
Councilmember Doucette?
No.
Councilmember Frank?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Hamilton?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
No.
Mayor Bartie?
Yes.
Measure fails for tie.
Thank you.